Hello guys and welcome back to another unboxing video here on ZapFeed. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the DwarfLab Dwarf Mini Smart Telescope. Now this is a very small smart telescope that allows you to look beyond the stars and at the stars themselves to see galaxies and see, of course, the planets as well. So I'm really intrigued about this product. Now, before we do get into this unboxing and, of course, eventual review as well, I do want to mention, of course, that DwarfLab did send this product to me for review, but they have not paid me. This is not a sponsored video. All of the thoughts and my first impressions here in this video are my own, and I'm free to say whatever I like. Now, this is a really exciting thing for me because I've always thought about telescopes as these massive, huge things that you have to put outside, you have to store in the attic, and they take about 50 years to actually piece together, and then by the time you actually do piece it together, you look through the hole and you see nothing. But this one promises to have a new modern take on the whole telescope theme. And that's what DwarfLab are all about. They're all about these smart telescopes. This one in particular is the mini version, perfect for on the go, chuck it in the bag. It weighs 800 and, where does it say that? 840 grams. You can control it via the mobile app. It's got auto star tracking. It's got all of the things that I really would have wanted back when I was younger and I used to be obsessed with space. And I'm really interested and intrigued to try this out for ourselves here. And of course, in this video, take a first look at it. You might also notice we also have a mini tripod here, which DwarfLab also kindly sent out. And of course, it's useful to have both of these in order to look to the stars. So we'll be unboxing this in this video as well. Now, before we do get cracking open into the box, I do want to say that this was sent to me as an open box product, so this might not be exactly the representation that it comes in. Some things may be open, some things may be not sealed and things like that. So you might get a different sort of look to it, but I guess this is a sort of return or something that they might have had. So it might not reflect exactly as it is, but we're going to be able to give you my first impressions of it right here. And as soon as you open up the box, you do get the user manual, as you do get in lots of different devices at the moment. These days you get all these different instructions. You get to, of course, download the DwarfLab app. You can connect it to it. NFC connection there as well, which also works. And you can, of course, activate your DwarfLab Dwarf Mini. And of course, the next thing is the actual product itself. So let's see how it feels. Let's see how it weighs, how it looks as well. And wow, yeah, it's small. I mean, we take off the plastic wrapping right here. It is quite small indeed. This thing is tiny. I mean, thinking about this as a telescope is almost crazy, really. So on the bottom, on the side here, you've got the USB-C port, so you can of course plug this in to charge it. It's got a 7,000 milliamp hour battery. It just mentions that at the bottom there as well. 3.85 volts. And honestly, that could very easily sort of go on a shelf or, you know, go in a bag or something when you're going out and testing this product. You do also get a lovely microfiber cloth. I feel like you don't get many microfiber cloths these days with products, which is really nice to see from DwarfLab, including this inside of the product. I'm assuming this is actually quite important though, of course, because you do need to, of course, wipe the lens and ensure that that's nice and clean to get the best picture quality possible. And yeah, nicely sized microfiber cloth with the DwarfLab logo on there as well. So that is rather nice. Let's see what else we have inside of this box right here. We have also got a thing. What is this thing, you might ask? That is a good question. I don't know. What is this? I don't know what that is. Does that go on the lens? Is this a lens protector potentially? Is this a lens ND filter? We'll have to investigate as we unbox the rest of the product or reveal the rest of the product here. I'm assuming this is just going to be a standard USB-C cable for charging, and this is approximately 1 meter long, and it's actually got a really nice feel to it. So it's got, of course, USB-C, USB-C both ends, so you can charge it up. Doesn't come with a plug, but of course you can use your every USB-C plug that you always get, of course, with all the devices to charge this thing up. But I really like the way that the cable actually feels. It's got a rubbery feel to it, but it doesn't feel like it's a low quality rubber. It's got a high quality, really quite soft rubber feel actually, strangely enough. So that feels great. Let's see what this thing actually is, or can I maybe figure it out? If I can somehow turn this on. So it looks as though this side thing is a button. You press that, and let's see what happens. Oh, it turns on, it turns green. Ah, okay. Is it gonna do anything? If I place it down, let's see. I'm just gonna leave it, and maybe it's gonna sort of start initializing. So let's see. Oh, it's an ND filter. So I'm looking on the product information. It is indeed an ND filter. So you got the wide angle camera. Oh, it's just vibrated. Does that mean it's ready? Does that mean it's ready to go? So you can connect, of course, your phone. The main thing with this is going to be the app connection, which of course I'll go over in the full review. This is more for our sort of first impressions and first unboxing experience. So you can open the DwarfLab app, get the NFC connection, or you can get the app connection with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi as well. So start to play, click the photo button, enter the shooting interface and start your journey of astronomical shooting. And I'm really excited to see what this product's all about. So do not expose the Dwarf Mini to rain or humidity, so you don't want any rain to get in here, of course, as well. And honestly, in terms of actual instruction manuals, that's it for that one. Can I get this to open up without forcing it? Let's see. Maybe if I hold it down, or do I need to connect the app? I think I'm gonna need to connect the app, because I'm assuming this is recording, and it's currently recording the inside of it. But looking at the side of it, you have this big button, rubbery button right here with the ring of LED around it. So I'm assuming this just means it's sort of ready and active. Oh, it's just vibrated again. I'm interested to know what that's about. Of course, it's not going to work indoors. Unfortunately, there ain't any stars in here. If there was, that would be fantastic, but there isn't. So I will be going out and testing this product as well. I wonder if I can actually, oh, I can sort of open it up a little bit here. That's what the lens looks like. That's, of course, going to be looking all the way out to the stars. And what I really like about this product, upon first impressions, it's just the sleekness of it. It looks like if Apple were to make a telescope. This is the sort of design they go for. It's got that sort of space gray look, the matte black finish, which doesn't attract fingerprints either. This is going to stay looking nice and clean for the entire time you're using it. But it's really minimalistic, it's really clean, it's really simple. It's got one button, multiple LEDs, which is, I assume, battery life. Does it say on here what it is? So it's got NFC recognition area, so yeah, battery indicator light, the ring light, of course, around the actual ring itself, the power button, of course, as well. 6 is the wide angle lens, and the 7 is the telephoto camera, so it's got different camera modes on there. So I'm guessing that one is that's the wide angle camera, and this is the big telephoto one, which I'm assuming is the one that you really want for it. Of course, we can put that back down. I'm not sure if you're supposed to be doing that, but I just wanted to show you guys whilst I can't connect the app yet for this video, but we will be, of course, going outside with it. Really solidly built. The bottom does actually tilt like that, and the whole unit does seem like it can actually tilt. So it can tilt in that direction, and of course the light itself is on sort of an arm, so it can tilt up and down on that plane as well. So of course with the app, hopefully it'll be able to track stars in the sky, and it'll be able to basically find everything that you want to look at all on its own, which I'm really intrigued about. So initial impressions of this, absolutely really well built. I mean, it's not cheap, but I think it's on the cheaper end of telescopes. And I think this is one of those sort of products that, yeah, it's gonna be a decent amount of money to spend on a product. But in terms of telescopes, you could spend a lot more and likely end up with similar outputs. So we'll have to put that to the test. But maybe for an entry-level sort of telescope, someone that's looking to get into it, a hobbyist probably like myself, I do like looking at the stars and the galaxies and stuff. I feel like this is gonna be a really interesting product to sort of try out and see how we go with that. Let's open up the mini tripod head with hydraulic head. There you go. So looking at some of the other stats on the product as well, you get ready to shoot in around 3 minutes, which is really great with the actual product itself. As I said, it's got a 7,000 milliamp hour battery, which is around 4 hours of use, which is really great. You've got raw photo support and 64 gigabytes of built-in storage, so you can really get all of your footage and your pictures on there as well. Of course, it's all app controlled from your phone. And you can do 90-second long exposures, which is going to be really interesting to test out, because of course you can get all of those really nice long exposure shots of the galaxy. So let's open up this this tripod. It's going to be a mini tripod, of course. This is going to go on top of, because at the bottom of the DwarfLab Mini or the Dwarf Mini, you do have the tripod thread. So let's see how this one comes. Of course, you get a mini bag that the tripod comes in. And this doesn't come bundled with the product. I think there may be a bundle that you can buy this and this sort of together. But this is a very high quality tripod indeed. It's a very small tripod, but it does seem to have all of the ingredients for a really high quality tripod indeed. So it sort of condenses down just like that into, let me just move this slightly so we can actually get this, this one out of the way. There we go. Is that how you do that? Not quite yet. I'll figure that out. Oh, it's on this side, I think. And then this side. Is it on this side? Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, that works. Lovely. So I just want to get that out of the way so we can actually see the legs. So, of course, the legs do fold up, just like this, and then when you extend them out like this, they are able to click into place like that. Does it actually stay in place, or does it need to... I'm really intrigued as to how this is actually going to snap into place. So I need to press that. Oh, is that how you snap it? Oh, that's how you... Ah, okay. So it actually does automatically go back together when you just condense it down like that. But if you open it up like this, it does actually then stay in that position, which is nice. At the bottom, you've got these rubber feet. I wonder if these can be extended. They can. So you unscrew them a little bit. Oh, you unscrew them twice. Or 3 times. Goodness me, it keeps going more and more. And you have these longer tripod legs. So unscrew it all the way, and then I'm assuming if you screw it back up, it gets back into its position. And then the tripod goes to a decent enough height here. That looks rather cool. So it's got 360 degrees of pan movement and 165 degrees of tilt. And I want to actually see if I can move this slightly, can I? Can I move this one up? Maybe I can if I do this. Or do I not do that? Let's see. I want to try and move this, this one right here slightly up. But the legs are really nice. I'm trying to figure out how tall this actually is. Does it say on the box? Really simple unboxing experience for this product. Doesn't seem too tall, maybe around 40 to 50 centimeters, maybe 40 centimeters, I'd imagine with this one. So you can of course then go back, push it back down into the mini section, which I actually really like the mechanism for that. Unscrew it 3 times, push it back in, screw it back up, and it's back in business. There you go. Now you've got a small, really travel-friendly, backpack-friendly tripod. So if we push that in right there, so does it still tilt? It does. Doesn't tilt up and down if I do that. Okay. Really smooth movements, of course, on the tilting as well. I want to try and figure out how I can actually get this little arm actually to move out. Let's see. If I do this, that can then take that out. So you got, of course, this tripod head that connects to the bottom of this, or even any other devices that you want to have. Pop it back in there. Let's see. Pop it back in there once this is extended, and then you can screw it back in to make sure it's nicely in place. There you go. So the tripod head actually has the connector on it. And it doesn't seem like that's going to go anywhere. I'm still trying to figure out how this actually, so if I unscrew that, that's how you get that level of tilt, sort of up and down. I want to see if I can move this slightly. Aha, you can, there we go, I figured it out. Then you can move that to there, so there's this other screw head right here, which you can undo and then do back up, which can then move this, this one right here. And it's got really nice smooth movement. You can adjust that with this little screw here as well. Lots of adjustment here on this mini tripod. And if we extend it out once again, really, really smooth. So this is going to be fantastic for putting this telescope on. And what I really like about it is, of course, it's a mini tripod with a mini device, so you can pretty much pack this into a small bag and you're good to go. Let's see if we can unscrew this. Let's see, does this one unscrew? That one screws back in, okay. If we unscrew this, does it go back out? It does, so we can screw that in as well. So this also unscrews. There's lots of little screws and stuff here, but what it does seem like, it seems like it's very intuitive. So nothing feels like it's in the wrong place. So you can extend that back up, screw it in, and then that's nice and locked in place. And even on the bottom of this as well, you have one of these hooks to hook on maybe a sandbag or something that can weigh it down so that it doesn't go anywhere when you're out in the field, which is of course very important. As I mentioned before, you do have these pull down tabs that can ensure that you can get it at different angles, so you can have it at more of a flat angle if you want to, so you can just do that. And then there's your flat angle. So that seems to be pretty good. I probably imagine that's the way that you probably want it when it comes to actually using it out in the field. And then for this one, this is just sort of the standard level that I'm sure most people will have it on, just like that. And then it's nice and sturdy. So let's actually get the Dwarf Mini onto the mini tripod and see how this looks. So I'm taking off the top, and then I'm going to screw this into the bottom of the Dwarf Mini. it should be fairly straightforward. Just use the standard tripod head, and of course you don't have to use the mini tripod that DwarfLab offer. You can use other alternatives because it does come with the standard tripod head. Maybe you need a slightly taller tripod, which I'm sure DwarfLab also offer. And once that's all on there, that's the setup. So if we maybe make this go a little bit smaller, that's the footprint of the product. And you're ready to view the stars. So if we open this up like that, that's sort of the way it's supposed to look. So if you imagine us out in the field right here, that's looking up at the stars. You've got your app control on your phone. You've got the mini tripod, nice metal built tripod that feels really sturdy, not gonna go anywhere. And if you have fears, maybe it's a bit windy, you can sandbag it down at the bottom, so that's not gonna be an issue. And the overall build of the device feels absolutely fantastic. So unfortunately, when you're indoors, there's only so much you can actually know about this product. There's only so much you can actually do. So in the full review, which either is out already or will be out soon, we will be going outside and testing this product for real. We'll be testing it, giving you guys a full first experience, first sort of use, first setup experience in the full review as well. And that's really where things get real. That's where we're gonna be able to see how user-friendly is this telescope, because I have owned telescopes in the past and I haven't got them to work. So I'm almost the perfect candidate as a beginner telescope space enthusiast to test out this tripod. How good can it be for a complete beginner when it comes to the smart telescope world? Because I'm certainly one of those, not particularly good in the telescope department, but hopefully from using this product, I'll be able to take some really nice pictures to show you guys in the videos, and yeah, to show you in the full review. Maybe we get some videos, maybe we get some pictures. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. So I'm absolutely stoked about this product. Once again, thank you to DwarfLab for sending this fantastic device out. Cannot wait to get it out in the field, get it out there with no light pollution, have a look what's up there, and really see what we can see with the smart telescope guiding us along the way. If you did enjoy this video, of course, make sure to leave a like rating. Check out the DwarfLab Dwarf Mini, which I'll be leaving a link to down there in the description. Of course, that is an Amazon affiliate link as well. So anything that you purchase through there, whether it be this, whether it be the tripod or anything else, does help support the channel. So if you do make your purchase through there, it is very much appreciated indeed. Of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well so you never miss out on any of our future tech reviews or unboxings. Check out the unboxing, or check out the full review, I should say, of this product in its entirety that's on the screen somewhere right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.